I'd like to thank everyone who voted for us. Our party is built on our members, and through engaging with our democracy, developing our policy, and being the faces of the party on the doorstep, then it's you, our members and volunteers, whose hard work and dedication have made the party what it is today and make the current green surge possible. And your engagement is vital. We're living in a time of overwhelming voter apathy, where just 34% of people turned up in the recent European elections. People are disillusioned with the politics and parties that work around the edges of policy to make something less bad. They're looking for a party that is striving for systemic changes that will make another world possible. For years, the Greens have been calling for massive fundamental changes to the way that our society and economy operates. But the extent to which we need radical change in Britain is clearer now than ever. A change for equality and a change for the common good. As a result, when people choose policies rather than parties, the Green Party consistently leads the way. This is because people are passionate about our vision. No one wants to see their NHS auctioned off to the highest bidder. People are frustrated at the cuts to public services when companies such as Amazon don't pay their tax. And they're forced to fight fracking, even though we all know there are better and safer energy alternatives. Our commitment to social and economic justice shows that the Green Party is more than just an environmental party. We're the only party tackling the toughest issues of our time, such as austerity, youth emancipation, and spiralling inequality. And we lead the debate on these issues. Our policies capture the imaginations of the public. Our policies set the agenda rather than chasing the opinion of the electorate. 66% of people want our railways renationalised. 64% of people want our minimum wage to be a living wage. 81% of people want a reduction in air pollution, and 66% of people want more social houses. These are Green Party policies. It was funny, the other day I logged onto Facebook to see Owen Jones talking about these exact issues. I was pretty excited to hear him talk about Green Party policies. However, really, these were his aspirations for the Labour Party. But increasingly, Labour Party members are realising that if you want your party to represent the 99%, if you want your party to campaign for the future of the NHS, and if you don't want your leaders to hold up a copy of The Sun, then you need to be involved in a party that actually respects the opinions of its membership. But it's not only disaffected Labour and even Lib Dem activists and voters that we're appealing to. The Green Party has the policies, the vision, and the conviction to inspire previous non-voters to turn out and vote. Our elected representatives, such as Caroline Lucas, are proving that the Green Party isn't afraid of opposing Westminster's status quo and represents the views of the people. We're proving that there's more to politics than business as usual, that not all politicians are in it for themselves, and that politicians don't have to be part of the elite and can work at the grassroots to strive for a better future for all, rather than a better today for politicians. Our approach resonates with those left out by modern politics and proves that voter apathy is a symptom of out-of-touch politicians fighting on the middle ground, appealing only to the marginal voter and with the constraints of pleasing the Murdoch press. The solution to voter apathy is to give people community leadership, democratic decision-making that focuses the long-term future of our country and our planet. Young people are central to any vision of the future, yet they're the very people who are so often overlooked in politics. brushed aside and ignored by politicians because they know they can get away with it. Other parties think they can get away with forcing young people to bear the worst of austerity Britain. Massive tuition fees, cuts to education maintenance allowance, proposals to abolish job seekers for young people, the prospect of a lifetime of low-paid, low-skilled, insecure employment while saddled with tens of thousands of pounds of debt for doing nothing more than seeking a decent education. It's only the Green Party who offer a real future for young people. We're fighting for free education, for a right to rent, and even a citizen's income, which will provide people an opportunity to strive for quality employment. That's why, in a poll last week, put the Green Party at a record 18% of the youth vote. And it's why young people are flooding into the Green Party, with a massive 70%, that's 70%, increase in the Young Green membership since the start of the year. Our policies make voting worth it for young people. With our deal on the table, they don't need to ignore politics any longer. And these are aspirational policies that will drive the social and political change of the 21st century. We can and we must inspire a new generation that is politically engaged and inspired to tackle the massive problems that we're facing in the world. More and more young people see the impending climate and ecological crisis and are joining with us in the Green Party. Together we can work for the common good. It's our future and our children's future, and we must not let self-interested political and business interests sell us down the line. Sharon and I being elected reminds me of a line from a speech by political commentator Caroline Haldeman. I hope you'll forgive me for repeating it now. You are the architects of your future. Sometimes architects need to destroy paradigms in order to build a better world. What better world will you build? Thank you very much.